Alright, so we're going to be doing a knee exam. We're not doing all special tests and everything. This is range of motion for the knee. Anytime I come up, I want to see how much space is there just naturally between the knee. I don't know if Logan here has limit knee extension, or that's just how it rests. I'm just going to push down. You know, if I push down there, it easily drops right there. So that's good. This, same thing. If they have a problem with that, it's a good early indication. You know, and depending on their irritability, sensitivity, I may be slow with doing that at first. Logan didn't come to me with pain, so I'm just going through that somewhat quickly. I always want to do the knee that doesn't look like it's bothering them first. And I always tell them that. It's alright if I do, this is the one that's problem, right? Okay, then I'm going to look at this one first. I'm not going to go through that now. But that's how it is. That way you get a normal and you get an idea of, they get used to your hands on you. And after that good one, I always say, okay, this one I'm going to be a little bit slower. Because after you're moving that one kind of quick, they're afraid you're about to come in and crank on this one. And I always say slow at end range makes friends. Fast at end range makes enemies. First I want to look at extension. Extension is really important. And even though this looks full, not a gross lack of extension, but that doesn't mean that it may not be painful at the end range. We may not need to work on it. I like to put this right here on my leg, so that way my center of my sternum is right over his tibia. I've got good body mechanics here. And I'm going to go right here, right near the tibial plateau is where these fingers will be. And then these fingers cross, right across the tibial tuberosity, right there. So that way I can really feel how the joint moves. First I'm going to go straight down. And the whole time I'm talking to them, how's this feel? You know, anything there. And if they have symptoms, I don't know if it's their symptoms. Even if it's not their symptoms, I'll remember that. But if it's their symptoms, that's even more pertinent. Any symptoms is pertinent. It's more pertinent if it's their symptom. And if they say it's not, sometimes it's not as intense as they get. So is that in the same spot? Oh yeah, in the same spot, but normally my pain is worse. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't make it as worse as it could ever get to. So it's all about careful questioning if they have any symptoms. And then I'm going to go a little bit valgus. I'm still extending. I'm not just going just valgus, but extension, valgus. Now I'm going like that. Now I'm going to go varus. Notice I lean over and I do that. And then once you feel each of them, you may need to just spend some time. Or you can also pull one hand right here, either one hand right here at the tibial plateau or right above the patella, and then spend more time. Even if this isn't symptomatic, it's not a waste of time. It can still be helpful for the knee. And remember, good exams are therapeutic. They want to know you know their knee if they're coming in for their knee. That's good. Then we're going to go into flexion. Even if it's not good, but we're going to go into flexion then. So notice how I lift right here. I'm not just going like that. That's too quick. They want to be able to feel me lift right there. And so then I start inching right there. If that's good, then I can come up here and I lean in. I'd like to get the foot to hit their leg or their butt. I'm going to inch. Remember, slow at end range makes friends. Fast at end range makes enemies. Any problems, Logan?
No.
I didn't actually ask him if he had any knee problems on this side. And I don't quite get there, mostly because of muscle right there. He's a buff guy. But wherever the end is, if it's not painful, I want a gap right there. Most arthritis, meniscus issues are medial. So then I'm going to twist. So I'm going to twist and go that way with it. Sometimes that's where they'll feel like, oh, that's where it is. And a lot of times it'll migrate down just a little bit. It'll be right in there. So there's the joint line. It'll be right through there. I will also internally rotate the tibia and go that way. If that one's painful there, I don't keep working it. but if it's painful when I'm going that way right there, I do keep working it. Now, if they're having lateral knee pain and it's painful when I'm going that way, I'll keep working that. But for you to tell me that there's no pain with range of motion is full and pain free, they need to be able to have a tibial external rotation with flexion there, and internal rotation with flexion, you know, for at least 10 seconds each way and not have any pain. And then they'll go back to extension right through there. If there's no problem, that's true full knee range of motion with overpressure and pain free.